The Woodland Mills stump grinder connects directly to your tractor's 3-point hitch system to harness its power and make tree stump removal a breeze. With a cutting blade 2 feet in diameter, no stump can resist its force. It offers smooth, consistent power at a price tag of only $3,000. The Shearex HM70 SR is truly an innovation in forestry technology, quickly turning trees into decomposable mulch. Used for clearing fallen trees, it attaches to a compact track loader's existing hydraulics, making site clearance efficient and productive. Equipped with 27 blades rotating at 2,600 RPM, fallen trees have no chance against this beast of a machine. The Vermeer HG6800 TX chipper is a true game changer. With its 950 horsepower Caterpillar C27 engine, its drum features replaceable hammers and the ability to balance it externally. The Smart Feed system monitors engine RPM and adjusts grinding speed for optimal machine performance. The quantity and distance of the thrown material can also be changed. The feed roller can climb up to 50 inches, helping the machine to crush logs or stumps that need to be rolled, and allowing the operator flexibility for different material inputs. But what do you do when you don't have a solid drum mulcher handy? Use your buddy's 2.5-ton 6x6 to rip it out. And when that doesn't work, attach another chain to a tractor, and after a few pulls, it's out. No more mowing around it.
There it goes. There it goes. Whoa!
How do you remove a dead tree? Simple. Attach some wires and hooks and ramp up the tension using a come-along. Today's lesson, put the wires higher up for more leverage.
And it goes up the tree, facing away from the pulley system.
With a turbo diesel engine, the Bobcat T76 compact track loader uproots trees with ease. The Bobcat has a 5-link torsion suspension system. It has bigger rear and front idlers for better track tension, a bigger drive motor and cast steel lift arms for maximum durability. The 60-inch opening and 1-inch thick steel jaws rip out trees with just a moment's notice.
Holy smoke, look at that thing.
Wow, this rotary stump grinder puts down some serious power, even enough to make cracks in the earth. Stumps don't stand a chance. The Vandale giant wood chipper is a force in forestry to be reckoned with. Powered by a 250 horsepower engine and driven by a tractor shaft spinning at 1,000 RPM, it easily eats logs up to 40 inches in diameter. It's got tungsten carbide knives and counter knives divided into sections, which ensures a very long lifespan. Built to deliver maximum efficiency and reliability, the TV4052P Giant combines robust construction with user-friendly operation, a true reference in professional chipping equipment. The Printerth Raptor 800 is built like a tank, only with a mulcher attachment. It's got a 6-cylinder 640 horsepower Tier 4 engine, but it weighs 26 tons, making tackling fir trees a pushover. With a 820-liter fuel tank, it's not like you'll be running out in a hurry. The turbo clutch ensures smooth rotor startup, prevents strong torque peaks, and protects the engine. The powerful M900 mulcher with hydraulic pusher and flap, efficient counterblades, and the patented rotor system ensures quick and dependable results. Hats off to this man who combined creativity and practical handiwork to make a stump grinder. First, he attaches the blades to the cutting wheel, then braces the frame, followed by sliding on the wheel bearings, mounting the motor, tensioning the pulleys, and starting it up. The result? A small yet maneuverable and powerful grinder capable of taking on big stumps. Credit where credit's due, this thing is a beast for its size. But then again, who needs a stump grinder when you've got a Caterpillar D4 bulldozer to just push pine trees over? It might only be able to shift the root balls of the biggest trees, but small trees are easy prey.
Starting to go, starting to move a little bit. All she wrote. So there's that little one, caught up a little bit, pushed up out of the way. Gonna go back to the big one now that we have a little more room.
The D4's traction control automatically reduces track slip, while the auto carry technology automates blade lift to help maintain consistent blade load and reduce track slip. But what about if you don't have expensive machines? One ingenious method is to pour used cooking oil down a hole drilled in the stump. Let it saturate it, and when you break out the matches, it stands no chance.
Put a little extra on it right here. Kind of sprinkle it around, let it really soak in. In a couple of days, the stump will be burnt down below ground level.
It's important to remember to flood the area with water after it's burned, because those roots can keep burning slowly underground and spread the burn to other nearby places.
So hot, look at that. See, I told you.
The Pezzolato PTH 1400 is an unstoppable force against nature. It's capable of producing 300 cubic meters per hour of wood chips, as it can handle logs up to 80 centimeters in diameter. The hydraulic fan allows dynamic speed adjustment for grinding dry or wet material. No wonder the chips pile high. It's equipped with a huge 16-liter 800 horsepower Volvo engine, which is the most powerful engine Volvo makes for versatile industrial use. Over in Tono City, Japan, loggers are still using the age-old tradition. The driver of the horse is the last professional horse logger in Japan. It's hard, slow work for the horse, and some will hope this practice is phased out. It just proves you don't need the latest and greatest to get a job done. The USA 270 is a boom processor from the late 70s, and it's still going. It's in great condition because of the skillful operator. It might be old, but it was one of the best back in the day when technology wasn't there yet. The USA's got a different design, moving trunks past the cabin, but it still processes them quickly. Have you ever witnessed something like this? Tulare County decided to cut down this giant sequoia located in Alder Creek Grove after it was reported to still be on fire. The big tree was approximately 14 feet in diameter above its huge burls. It took 10 hours of constant work over 2 days for the hired crew to cut it down. 10 hours later, and boom, it sends a bass wave through the ground. The Ponce Scorpion King H7 is a symbol of usability, agility, and productivity. The crane can extend up to 11 meters, but in bumpy finished forests, stability is a priority. The Scorpion King features an active stabilization system where the rear of the 8 wheels press against the ground when the crane is working at the side. It's also got a 286 horsepower Mercedes-Benz engine and a 280-degree turning angle, meaning it can tackle anything thrown at it. Watching someone cut down a 7-foot diameter giant redwood tree in California is just plain awesome. First, they cut the face of the tree into blocks and take them out by hand. Hats off to these guys who have the bravery and focus to remain calm, when just a slip of the hand can mean huge consequences. A 1974 Kenworth, the reigning king of the West Coast. His dominance isn't merely a function of physical prowess, though his strength is undeniable. Using a 2-stroke Detroit Diesel Series 71 engine, combined with the sound of Jake brakes, makes the Kenworth a sight to behold. Wow, watching this video, you'd never guess it's a homemade log saw. The guy has seriously leveled it up with a hydraulic piston to shift the log and a gas strut to lift up the chainsaw assembly. The performance is absolutely mind-blowing. This is awesome. I love how they turned a simple idea into something so effective. This wood splitter is incredibly efficient, and it really shows what you can achieve with a bit of creativity. It unlocks the full versatility of a gas engine. Featuring a massive 60-inch cutting disc equipped with hardened steel teeth. The AGT disc mulcher delivers exceptional mulching power for trees, brush, and heavy vegetation. It has a direct drive hydraulic motor for maximum torque and a steel debris deflector for operator safety. These features improve productivity and reliability, as well as providing smooth operation with minimal vibration transferred to the skid steer cabin. Check out this homemade wood processing system that works better than most setups out there. The tractor bucket moves the logs onto a metal frame, which they move down onto rollers. A chainsaw is mounted to a metal bar, which makes the operation smooth and takes the effort out of lifting it. It's then fed down to a 27-ton hydraulic two-way splitter and into a forklift bucket ready for delivery. It's quick, simple, and efficient. This DIY wood splitter splits logs into 4, and with an optimized return system, it requires little human assistance. It churns out firewood like nobody's business. It's simple, fast, and efficient, and really can't be beat. using a system of snatch blocks and pulleys with a 21-to-1 mechanical advantage. Pulling out a stump is light work. Using a winch on the car and chains on the stump would have worked better, but it's still satisfying to watch. Wow, this is some unlucky timing. Can you believe this woodcutter works better than the ones you find in the stores? I mean, seriously, it's pretty impressive, but before we get too carried away, let's keep safety top of the list. It churns out firewood as quickly as you can feed it. It's really the result of a combination of engineering and creativity. The Moorbark 1100 tub grinder is an absolute monster of a machine. Its integrated control system allows precise adjustment of feed rates for various materials while maximizing fuel efficiency. The grinder also features laser-cut hammer mills with forged hammers for unsurpassed durability and smooth operation. For added protection, the breakaway torque limiter safeguards the engine and clutch from possible damage, ensuring long-term reliability. How do you achieve clean and precise cuts on a huge log with a chainsaw? First, drill a ladder onto the top of the log, then construct a frame and attach the chainsaw to it. Start it up and let it roar. Each cut delivers an accurate slab thickness. In no time, you've got slabs that can be turned into tables or headboards. It shows the result when clear thinking meets power, a much more efficient system that increases speed and consistency while maintaining operator safety. This timber truck roll-on, roll-off system is what happens when creativity meets precision engineering, an increase in productivity that doesn't require a grabber to load the trailer. Logs are unloaded from the trailer, fed into a rapid supply debarker, removed at the sorting line, and stacked at the log yard thanks to the Sennebogen 735's 360-degree, endlessly rotating upper carriage and compact dimensions. The Sennebogen 735 is a pick-and-carry machine that revolutionizes stacking at the log yard. Even stacking heights up to 10 meters pose no problem. This creates space and ensures efficient logistics. The combination of the 360-degree rotating upper carriage, a small swing radius, and automatic direction of travel detection make it easier to maneuver even in narrow spaces between stacks. A tree that fell during Hurricane Sandy needed the dangerous task of getting the root ball back in its hole. This is so when you're cutting the trunk for timber, the weight of the root ball doesn't wildly pull it back up and hit you. It's also important to place a medium-sized log under the trunk so when the root ball falls, it doesn't touch the ground. The steel MS-290 chainsaw uses its raw power to cut through the hefty trunk like it's nothing. Tested on a 2-foot wide stump, the Shearex HM70 SR with its carbide teeth demolishes it with ease. It has a poly-chain carbon transmission belt and an innovative oil cooling system which cools the oil when the machine is idling, resulting in a temperature reduction of 30 degrees. With a zero vibration motor and patented rotor configuration that forces the material towards to the center of the blade instead of just the edges. Look no further for the best drum mulcher. Hopefully you enjoyed this glimpse into the world of modern forestry. If you did, show us some love by subscribing and sharing this video with your friends. And as always, thanks for watching.